Have you ever wondered what cash flow is and why it's important? If so, you're in the right place. Cash flow, in its simplest form, is a term used in finance to describe the process of money moving in and out of a business. It's akin to the beating heart of a company, pumping life-sustaining oxygen, or in this case, capital throughout the organization. Think of it as being similar to a household budget. Much like how you have income coming in and expenses going out, a business also experiences this flow of funds. The money coming in is often from sales or other income-generating activities, while the money going out is typically used for expenses such as salaries, rent, and inventory purchases. It's the balancing act between these inflows and outflows of cash that form the crux of cash flow management. Now, it's crucial to recognize that cash flow isn't just about the amount of money a business makes. It's also about when that money comes in and when it goes out. Timing, as they say, is everything. If you've ever had to juggle bills at the end of the month, you'll understand exactly what I mean. A business might have a fantastic product and lots of sales orders, but if their customers are slow to pay, it can cause a cash crunch. Conversely, a company might be in a growth phase, investing heavily in new equipment or staff, and even though these are positive steps for the future, they can result in more money going out than coming in, at least in the short term. So, why is all this important? Well, understanding cash flow can help businesses plan better, make smarter decisions, and ultimately stay afloat. It can also provide valuable insights into a company's financial health, highlighting potential problems before they become critical. So in essence, cash flow is the lifeblood of any business, big or small. It's the financial pulse that keeps companies alive and thriving, a vital sign of economic vitality. And just like the human heart, it needs to be monitored and cared for to ensure the overall health and longevity of the business. What does it mean when a business has positive cash flow? This is a question that often arises when discussing the financial health of a company. Well, the answer is quite straightforward. Positive cash flow occurs when a business's income surpasses its expenses. Sounds simple, right? But let's delve a bit deeper to truly understand its significance. Just like a plant needs sunlight and water to grow, a business needs positive cash flow to flourish. It's the lifeblood that keeps the business thriving, allowing it to cover operating costs, invest in new opportunities, and expand its horizons. Let's imagine a quaint little lemonade stand. This stand is our business. Now, the lemons and sugar needed to make the lemonade represent the costs or expenses. The money earned from selling the lemonade, on the other hand, symbolizes the income. If the lemonade stand sells more lemonade than it spends on lemons and sugar, it's experiencing positive cash flow. It's making more money than it's spending. Why is this important? Well, with the extra money, the lemonade stand can now buy more lemons and sugar to make even more lemonade. It can even invest in a fancy new sign to attract more customers, or maybe even open another stand in a different location. This is the power of positive cash flow. It paves the way for growth and expansion. But remember, positive cash flow doesn't just happen by chance. It's a result of careful planning, prudent spending, and strategic decision-making. It's about finding the right balance between income and expenses, ensuring that the scales tilt favorably towards income. In essence, positive cash flow is a sign of a healthy business. It's an indicator that the business is not just surviving, but thriving. It's a testament to the business's ability to generate more than it consumes, to create value, and to provide a return on investment. So when you hear that a business has positive cash flow, know that it's a business with potential, a business that's on its way up. Because remember, positive cash flow is a sign of a healthy business with room for growth. But what happens when a business has negative cash flow? Picture a bustling restaurant, the air filled with the tantalizing aroma of delicious meals being prepared. But behind the scenes, a different story unfolds. This restaurant is spending more on ingredients, staff salaries, and rent than it's making from selling meals. This, dear listener, is a classic example of negative cash flow. When a business's outgoings exceed its incoming funds, we're dealing with negative cash flow. It's like a river that's running dry, with more water evaporating into the air than is being replenished by rainfall. And just as a river is crucial for the survival of the ecosystem around it, cash flow is absolutely vital for the survival of a business. So, what are the challenges that come with negative cash flow? Well, to start with, it's an uphill battle. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. No matter how much water you pour in, if more is leaking out, you're left high and dry. This constant struggle can lead to debt, as businesses may have to borrow to keep the lights on and the doors open. Over time, if left unchecked, negative cash flow can lead to bankruptcy. It's a bit like a ship with a leak. At first, it might not seem like a big deal, but if that leak isn't fixed, the water will keep coming in, slowly but surely, until eventually, the ship starts to sink. Negative cash flow doesn't just affect the business itself, it can also impact employees, suppliers, and customers. A business in financial trouble may not be able to pay salaries or invoices on time, and it may not be able to invest in improving products or services. But here's the thing, negative cash flow isn't necessarily the end of the world. It's a warning sign, like a check engine light in a car. It's telling the business that something isn't working and needs to be fixed. Negative cash flow is a warning sign that a business needs to reevaluate its strategy. How can a business effectively manage its cash flow? The key to managing cash flow effectively is in the meticulous attention to details. This starts with keeping thorough financial records. It's like having a detailed roadmap of your financial journey. With a comprehensive record, you can trace the ebb and flow of your finances, pinpointing where your income originates and where your expenses are draining your resources. Reducing costs can also play a significant role in managing cash flow. Scrutinize every expense, no matter how minute. Is there a cheaper alternative? Can it be eliminated without impacting your operations adversely? A penny saved is indeed a penny earned when it comes to cash flow. Increasing sales is another tactic. It might sound obvious, but it's not always about selling more of what you currently offer. It's also about diversifying your products or services, exploring new markets, and capitalizing on trends. Remember, every new sale is a fresh injection into your cash flow. Securing financing is another strategy that can help manage cash flow, especially for startups and businesses experiencing a growth spurt. This could be in the form of a business loan, an investment, or even a line of credit. But tread carefully here. Borrowed money is not free money, and it comes with its own set of obligations and liabilities. But remember, all these strategies would be in vain if not for regular cash flow analysis. It's like a health checkup for your business. By regularly analyzing your cash flow, you can spot trends, both positive and negative. You can see the impact of your decisions and make informed, proactive adjustments. It helps you to anticipate problems before they become crises and to seize opportunities before they slip away. In the end, managing cash flow is not just about survival. It's about thriving, growing, and achieving financial success. It's about having the financial freedom to make strategic decisions, to take calculated risks, and to steer your business towards its goals. Effective cash flow management is crucial for a business's financial health and success. So, why is cash flow so important? The answer to this seemingly simple question lies at the very core of any successful business venture. Cash flow, in its essence, is the lifeblood of a business. It's the fuel that keeps the engine of a company running smoothly. It's the rhythm that sets the pace for the dance of commerce. Imagine for a moment a river. It flows, carrying with it life and vitality. If it dries up, life around it struggles. A business is much like this river. Cash flow is the water that feeds its operations, allowing it to grow and thrive. Without a steady stream of cash, a business can find itself gasping for air, unable to meet its obligations, and ultimately facing the risk of bankruptcy. On the flip side, a positive cash flow signals financial health, showing that a business is generating more cash than it's spending. It gives a business the means to invest in growth, to expand, and to innovate. It's the financial cushion that insulates a company from the inevitable ups and downs of the marketplace. But cash flow isn't just a concern for business owners. Investors too keep a keen eye on a company's cash flow. It is a reliable indicator of a business's financial health and profitability. A steady, positive cash flow can attract investors, while a negative one can raise red flags. Understanding cash flow is a skill that is not only useful, but crucial for entrepreneurs, investors, and indeed anyone interested in the world of business. It's about knowing where your money is coming from, where it's going, and most importantly, ensuring that the inflow is greater than the outflow. So when we talk about cash flow, we're not just talking about dollars and cents. We're talking about the vitality of a business, its ability to grow, to withstand challenges, and to forge ahead in pursuit of its goals. Remember, cash flow isn't just about money. It's about the vitality, growth, and sustainability of a business.